So in previous lecture we discussed about the different the methods which are used for the disposal of the solid waste, and in that process in that method we discuss about the incineration. It is one of the method which is used for the disposal of the waste, solid waste. Okay, so that is what the incineration plant and how it works, that we already discussed. Okay, so the waste, that is mixed waste, unrecyclable waste, which comes from the collection point or transfer station. Okay, and which empty into the collection pit. After that, that going to be entered into the combustion chamber, where the high heat or high combustion temperature is maintained more than 850 degrees Celsius. Okay, so after the completely burning of that waste, that hot exhaust gases which generated, that supply to the boiler, and that heat which converted into steam, and that steam is converted into the electricity by using steam turbine, and whatever the other gases which comes through the combustion chamber, which purify into the cyclone precipitator or fabric filter. Okay, and you get the purified air or purified gas or clean gas which exhausts into the atmosphere through the chimney or stack, and whatever that ash, that is, you can say the bottom ash, that is a recyclable material, a recovery material, that you can use for the brick manufacturing and block manufacturing. Also you can use low grade concrete, and also you can use that material for the road filling or as a metal in road construction. Okay, and remaining fly ash, that you can process and that you can use again for the various purposes, and other you can use or either other you can dispose by the landfilling process. Okay, so this is all about the incineration plant and the process of incineration, where the completely burning of solid waste which takes place and which maintain the temperature more than 1000 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this process, incineration process, which some important points regarding the incineration process. So what is the first? The supplying of solid waste should be continuous. Okay, so in this process, the supply of solid waste always should be maintained, or should be continuous. Next, waste should be properly mixed with the fuel or complete combustion. Okay, yeah, incomplete combustion also, so that generate the different types of gases. Okay, so complete combustion is important and required. Okay, so temperature should not be less than 670 degrees Celsius. Obviously the temperature is 1000, more than 1000 degrees Celsius. Okay, but it should not be less than 700 degrees Celsius. The advantages of this process, incineration process, various advantages. The first one is the most hygienic method. So this method is most hygienic method. Next, the complete destruction of pathogen occurs during this process. Next, no odor problem. It is a closed process, so it is no odor trouble. Next, heat generated, this process that you can use for the steam power. Clinkers produced may be used for the road construction. Less space required, and adverse weather conditions has no effect. Okay, so these are the various advantages of the process of incineration. Next, you can say the disadvantages of this process. Okay, so the large initial expenses. Okay, so this process which required a huge amount of cost for the completely operation and for the installation process. Okay, so the large initial expenses. Okay, next, care and attention required, otherwise incomplete combustion will increase the air pollution. Okay, so to avoid air pollution, completely combustion is important, and incomplete combustion will increase the air pollution. So care and attention should be always required during the process of incineration. Next, the residue required to be disposed, which required money. Okay, so whatever that residue which comes from that process, like you can say fly ash or other different residue. Okay, so that residue or fly ash that required to be disposed, because it is hazardous to the human health. Okay, so it required to be disposed, and so that which required the different types of processes, maybe the landfilling. Okay, and which involve the cost, which required the money. Okay, so that is one of the disadvantage. Next, the large number of vehicles which required for the transportation of that waste. Okay, either it waste supplied to the incineration plant, or the waste which supplied to the landfilling. Okay, so the large number of vehicles which required for the transportation of that waste. Okay, so these are the various disadvantages of this process of the incineration. Okay, so during this topic we discuss the various points. Okay, that means in the process of the treatment of the solid waste, we discuss the first reuse, recovery, and recycling process. Okay, then we discuss about the composting process. After that, we discuss about the vermicomposting process and different effects and the advantages of the vermicomposting. And after that, we discuss about the incineration process. Okay. So now we're going to discuss about the next process, and that process is called as landfilling process. Okay. So the landfilling, it is the final disposal of the solid waste. Okay. So after the completely recycling, reuse, and other purposes. Okay. So whatever that waste remaining. Okay. So that waste is going for the landfill site. Okay. So what is that exactly the process of the landfill? Okay. What is the landfilling and how it what is the process of the landfilling process, okay, or what are the different types of landfilling. Okay, so that going to be discussed in detail now. Okay, so the first thing, the landfill, the landfilling or a landfill site is a site for the disposal of the waste material by burial or and is the oldest form of waste treatment. Okay, so simply just dumping of waste into the pit or into the trenches and cover with the soil. So that what the process of the landfill. Okay. So if there is any trench or if there is any pit or you can dug a pit into the ground. Okay, or you can dug a trench into the ground and whatever your waste from your house you can dump into that pit and you can cover that pit with the soil layer. So what is that process? That is what nothing but the landfilling. Okay, so that is what the oldest form of waste treatment. Okay, so just dumping of waste into the ground and cover with the soil and or the layer. Okay, so that is what the process of the landfill. Okay, so a landfill site is a site for the disposal of the waste material by burial. Okay, so you can use a deep burial method or simply you can bury the waste into the pit and trenches and cover with the soil layer. Okay, so that is what the process of the landfill. Okay, so historically the landfills have been the most common method of organized waste disposal and remains so the many places around the world. Okay, so nowadays also the landfilling methods are used in worldwide for the disposal of the solid waste. Okay, but nowadays this is what the modern landfilling methods which are used and which having the very minimum impact on the environment. Okay, so it may be the air pollution, it may be the land pollution, it may be the water pollution. Okay, so these all pollution problems which comes or which considered during the disposal of that waste. Okay, so this nowadays when using we're going to use the modern landfilling method and so that we can minimize the environmental impact of that landfilling process. Okay, so this the landfilling have been the most common method of organized waste disposal and remains so in many places around the world. Okay, the dumping is done with a layer of 1 to 2 meter. Okay, and the layer is covered with the soil of 20 centimeter thickness. Okay, so first the process of the first, what is the first process? Just dumping of waste into the ground. Okay, and then that waste is covered with the soil layer of 20 centimeter thickness so that the fly breeding that problem you can minimize the problem of odor. Okay, so this odor and fly breeding problems you can minimize by covering that solid waste with a layer of 20 centimeter thickness. That is a good quality of soil you can put over that solid waste. Okay, so that is what the simple process of the landfill. Okay, so in this method, the landfill method, okay, the refuse or the solid waste is filled or dumped into the cell in layers of about 1.5 meter thick. Okay, so the first layer is the solid waste layer. Then again the second layer is soil layer. Next layer is solid waste, and again the layer of the soil. Okay, so soil and solid waste they are laid into the layers. Okay, and up to a 1.5 centimeter thickness, and finally it is covered with the good earth soil of about 15 to 20 centimeter thickness to avoid the fly wind, to avoid the fly and to avoid the odor from that landfill. Okay, So the refuse is sprayed uniformly, dumped into the sun, compacted in layers by rollers and bulldozers, and refuse is covered with a good earthy soil, will not create nuisance or the hazard to the public health or safety. Okay. So that is what the process. So what is the first? The first spread whatever your solid waste or refuse uniformly, then dump in a safe, then compact in the layers. Okay. So for the compaction of that solid waste, you can use rollers or you can use bulldozers. Okay. So the compaction is very important because why? You can minimize the volume and you get good level. Okay. So you can minimize the volume, you can compact well, and you can maintain the level so that you can use the rollers and bulldozers for that process. Okay.